I wasn't taking care of myself. I gained a lot of weight. 2.5, 3 years ago, I was 40 pounds more than I am right now. And I was looking for motivation to lose weight. And I've always been a person who loves listening to music and, you know, chick empowerment songs. And I was looking for that kind of stuff online. And I went on iTunes and I looked around, and there was meditation for weight loss. There were a lot of podcasts about weight loss. But there weren't any songs like, you know, the equivalent of Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive, right? You break up with a guy and you listen to that song over and over and over and over again, and you're like, yeah, I will. And I wanted the I Will Survive without eating the plate of chocolate chip cookies they're going to have at the meeting today. And so that was why I did it. I didn't know where it would take me, but I'll tell you what I learned from this. First of all, don't go in the music business. It's not a very good place to make money. The creative process was super fun, though, and I ended up getting to work with some just amazing people, and I talked this one guy, David Malloy, into doing it with me. And the first time I talked to him, he said, okay, so you live in Silicon Valley, you're a venture capitalist. I don't even know what that is. He's Reba McEntire's producer. He's Julianne Howe, or Huff, however you say her last name. He's her producer. He's got 40 #1 hits. He's got 5 Grammy nominations. He's a big dog, right? He's like a go-to man in Nashville. He says, I don't even know what a venture capitalist is. You've never written a song in your life. You don't play an instrument. And you want to write music for fat chicks. Like, no, I want to write music that inspires women to achieve their weight loss and fitness goals. And he goes, I don't know, that's pretty weird. But send me the lyrics. So I sent him the lyrics. And the next day he called me and he said, I don't know, I still don't get it, but I took it home, I showed it to my wife, and she said, this is what women talk about all day long. So he agreed to do one song with me, one song, and by the end of it, he had co-written 7 of the songs, he produced 6 of them for me, and he told me at the end of the project it was the most fun he's ever had on any project, because when he's dealing with Reba McEntire or Kenny Rogers or you know, any of these big name people, they come in and they really have a very strong idea. Me, I came in with my lyrics and I said, I want this to sound like Carrie Underwood or Rascal Flatts or Pink or the Black Eyed Peas, and that's all I know. Here. And that's literally what I did. And then he said to me, you know, you write poetry, we need lyrics. And I said, well, what's the difference? And he said, well, you know, you tend to write, I'm going to do something, I do it, I did it. And lyrics are I do it, I do it, I do it, because people want to sing along and they don't want to know, like, am I in the beginning of the song, am I in the middle, am I in the end? You know, so he would shorten everything, and then he would send me MP3s where he was strumming on the guitar, just singing, and wherever my words didn't fit, he'd go da, 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 and then he'd say to me, now you have to rewrite it. And then I would have to rewrite it, but we would have these huge fights about, like, one word, because to me, I was champion of the lyrics. I said, if the lyrics, I'm all about the lyrics. I'm all about music that sounds as good as pop radio, because if it didn't, you wouldn't listen to it. And then these lyrics have to be meaningful, and you can't change my lyrics. So I had one funny thing. He was out of town, and he left it was the last song, and I was desperately waiting for it. And it was the only song in which I mentioned dress sizes. And he was out of town. I'm waiting. It's the last song. It comes in on a Friday night, his guy, his co-writer, and I fire it up and listen to it, and they had changed the dress size from 16 to 17 because the male producer thought 17 was a prettier sounding number. I'm like, there is no dress size 17. That's why you guys can't change the lyrics. So we had to go and do it all over again. So the coolest thing, what I'll say about that is there are 2 great things. One great thing is you cannot promote a weight loss product and be overweight. So I had to lose weight because I was going to go on, I've been on the Martha Stewart show, and I've been on CNN, and I've been on CNBC, and I've been on Donny Deutsch, and I did a bunch of television. And you cannot hold up a product and say, well, it didn't actually work for me, but I hope you will like it. So first of all, it's been really helpful, and I've had to, I've lost weight and exercise, and I'm happy with all that. And promoting a product really helped. I mean, it really does help. The other thing is, well, 3 things. The second thing is I got to do this amazing creative process and learn about songwriting. And the greatest compliment David Malloy paid me at the end of it is he said, have you ever thought of writing for other not for fat chicks, I guess. He said, you'd be a great lyricist. He goes, I've worked with a lot of lyricists, and you'd be a great lyricist. I'm like, thank you. I mean, there's no money in it, but I was very pleased that somebody who's, that big a dude would actually want to work with me on things other than that. So the creative process was great. And then the final thing is, I get fan mail every once in a while from someone who says, your music helped change my life. And that's really cool. When you get something from someone who says, I was really struggling, and then I got your CD, and it just was the thing that helped me. And I got one from a woman a couple weeks ago. She lost 200 pounds. And she said when she got to about 140, she just couldn't get anywhere, and then somebody gave her my CD, and it really helped her. And so that kind of stuff is just, that just makes your day, right, when you get something like that. So I'm really glad I did it. It's profitable now. That's because we pay the CEO no money. And so I sell just enough CDs to pay all the expenses of the business and keep it up and running. And, I'm really proud of it. I'm really glad I did it. Am I going to do any more? Probably not. But it's really fun, really different. And it really has taught me a lot about being a small business, because I'm on iTunes, I'm on Amazon, I'm an Amazon affiliate associate, I use fulfillment by Amazon, I've bought Google AdWords. And so in a funny way, having this little inky-dinky business made me go do a bunch of stuff that's really valuable to know. Sitting at the other end of the spectrum now on the board of the Yellow Pages, I can really relate to the small business owner, because I had to do a lot of that stuff myself.